daily use, and name three things in which cell phones can help you. Tenemos estas cuatro preguntas. ¿Cuál crees que es la función principal de un smartphone? ¿Qué tienes en tu smartphone respecto a aplicaciones? ¿Cuántas de esas aplicaciones realmente usas? Y nombra tres cosas en las cuales los celulares pueden ayudar. ¿Ok? Desde acá, solo 8 opiniones. ¿Ok? So I will give you for this 5 minutes. Remember, if you are ready, you can write me in the chat. Si están listos, pueden escribir me en el chat para así ya tener las 8 personas que van a participar. ¿Ok? Just 8 people. Try to participate. You can start. Okay, so let's start. Remember, 8. Anybody who wants to start?
Can I miss?
You miss.
Okay. I have
Can I miss?
Andres, Jeremy, Deran, Scarlett. 4 already. Andres, tell me.
The first is I think it's a function of the being able to call someone. The second, I have four games, WhatsApp, social networks, and other main that I already had on my cell phone. And I use more WhatsApp, two games, and other Google servers. And the fourth is to communicate with someone, to share for things, and to use social networks.
Okay, good job. Good job, Andres. Let's go with Jeremy from 1 to 4.
Okay, I think that the function of the cell phone is the communication. I have Classroom, Google Games, and many other things that I don't use. I use more TikTok, YouTube, games, Firefox, WhatsApp, and Classroom. The cell phone can help you in your investigations, how to find a place, and the communication.
Okay, good job. Excellent, Jeremy. Let's go with Deran from 1 to 4.
Well, I think our cell phones are for connect and help us. Two, I have games, social media apps, entertainment through apps. I usually use 4 or 5 in a normal day. Four, I help me also camera and clock.
Okay, nice try. Yes, good job. Let's go with Scarlett. Tell me.
Number one, the main function of a cell phone is to communicate. Number two, in my cell phone I have many apps. Number three, of the apps that I have only use some constantly and the others sometimes. Number Number four, cell phone serve to communicate, have fun, and for a hobby.
Okay, good. Careful with the words communicate and have fun. Careful, okay? But it was correct. Good job. Anybody else?
Can I miss?
Okay, we have Joseph, 5. Tell me, Joseph.
Okay, number one,
during the day,
the function of the smartphone for me is to communication faster with a person. Number two, on my cell phones, I have personal information, games, and photos on memories. Number three, on my cell phone, I have more games and applications, and the one I use the most is the classroom. Number four, the cell phones help us find information to communicate faster with someone and discovery of no places.
Okay, nice try. Careful with these phrases. Faster communication with a person or with people. Then find, it's not find information, and discover new places. Careful there. Anybody else?
Can I miss?
Entonces, si quisieran, por
Can I,
ejemplo,
teacher?
ir a
Okay,
preguntar ese lugar, o sea,
let's go with Karen. Tell me.
Mm, Number one, the main function of a smartphone is to keep us connected with other people. Number two, I have on my smartphone phone numbers, photos, and game. an application like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Number three, I use application a lot, mostly to do my homework. Number four, one communicates with people who are far away. Two,
Okay,
application help
Take photos.
us to perform tasks.
okay, good. Good job. Careful when you say to communicate with people or a person who is far away, que está muy lejos. Okay? But above all, yes, nice try, Karen. Let's go with Ludwig. Tell me.
Okay, teacher. Number one, the main function is the communicate with calls, messages, on the internet. Number two, I have videos, photos, homeworks, and video games. Number three, I usually use more social networks. And number four, it helps us communicate, learn, and teach.
Okay, nice try. Then anybody else? Two people more.
Can I, teacher?
Okay, David, tell me.
That are
Pass my classes.
and have many functions. I have social networks and also a game. I use most and delete the ones I don't use. And I use WhatsApp, Spotify, and Instagram.
Okay, nice try. Yes, fair enough. And one more. Anybody else? Okay, so let's move on here to this activity. Okay, compare old cell phones and smartphones. How you have to compare. In this case, description. Describe an old cell phone and describe a smartphone. Okay, for this activity, just 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Tenemos que comparar. ¿Y cómo vamos a comparar? Describiendo una cosa y haciendo la comparación de otra. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, un celular antiguo tenía teclas. El smartphone no tiene. El celular antiguo era más barato que el smartphone. Things like that. For this, just 3 minutes and 5 opinions. Remember, if you are ready, you can write me in the chat and we will start.
Heavy.
Okay, so let's compare old cell phones and smartphones. Anybody who wants to start?
You miss.
Tell me, please.
Okay, Jeremy and then Andres and then Deran. Jeremy, tell me.
Okay. An old cell phone had buttons. It doesn't have so many applications and it was used more for communication. A new cell phone has many games. It has applications that can be used to search for information about anything, and it has social networks.
Okay, good job. Perfect, Jeremy. Let's go with Andres. Tell me.
Okay, miss. Most of the old cell phones were only used to call people, and only some took photos. The new cell phones can be used for Adobe and much more. You can watch videos, server things, and infinity, but limited and excellent for a smartphone.
Okay, excellent. Good job. What about Deran? Tell me.
The old self was cheaper. It was smaller and had antennas.
Okay, nice try. Yes, maybe that wasn't a comparison, but it worked. You described old cell phone. Yes, careful with have or has. Old cell phone has, or if it's plural, old cell phones have. But nice try, Deran. Good job. Anybody else?
Can I, teacher?
Okay, Ludwig, tell me.
An old cell phone had case. It was heavier and harder, and it almost only served to call. An intelligent cell phone has access to the internet, music, camera, and a lot of apps and information.
Okay, good job. Excellent. Anybody else? Maybe three opinions more before moving on.
Okay, miss.
Okay, Karen, tell me.
The older cell
The
phone
old cell phone is more big and heavy than the smartphone. The smartphone have applications and the old cell phone can only
they
call and
were
send messages.
only to call, and the cell phone to of new have many modern functions such as Hotmail, Instagram, and more. The old cell phone could not send text messenger or have a camera, and they could not see videos, and communication was very difficult. In
Okay, and no, nothing else. Okay, good job. Careful with some words like messages. Tenemos ahí un poquito la elevación en el tono. Messages. Then function, such as. La frase que tratas de decir funciones como o tales como function, such as. Okay? Careful there, but yeah, it was correct. Now, two more. Anybody else?
Can I meet?
Okay, Joseph, tell me.
Okay, all cell phones are more durable and cheaper than smartphones, but smartphones that are easier to use, they help us find information. They are more entertaining than old mobile phones.
Okay, good job. Yes, careful with the word entertaining, entertaining, okay, and functions again. Good. So, yeah. Do we have more comparisons? No, but we have this. Tell me pros and cons of cell phones. This is the last activity. Dime pros y contras sobre los celulares, ya sean analógicos, antiguos o smartphones, ¿ok? Pros and cons. You can tell me one pro and one con, or maybe two, and so, okay? For this, I will give you, let's go with 4 minutes. For the rest of the students, remember that participation is important. Otherwise, I won't be able to qualify your speaking. So you have to participate. 4 minutes. You can start. Okay, so pros and cons about cell phones in general. Anybody who wants to start?
Can I, teacher?
Okay, We have Ludwig,
Tell
Jeremy.
me, please.
Okay, Andrés también. Ludwig, tell me.
The cell phone is a tool and currently an important part of our lives, but it damages our health and age. It can cause addiction.
Okay, good. Yes, careful with eyes. Eyes. Let's go with Jeremy.
Okay, that good things about the cell phone is that you can talk to any person in the world and social networks you can entertain and talk with your friends. The bad thing is that we use the cell phone a lot and it damages our eyes and they can steal us for having an advanced cell phone.
Okay, good job. Again, it could be, it's not ice, pero cuidado con la palabra hielo también. Ice. Okay, so careful there. Andrés, tell me.
What means the pros will be that they makes our life much easier, and the cons is that we waste a lot of time on them, and they usually give us vision problems.
Okay, good. Yes, vision problems. Careful with the word easier. Easier. Okay. So for those, no, let's wait a minute. Let's wait till finish. Anybody else? ¿Alguien más? Pros, contras sobre los celulares en general. Oh my God, nobody. Maybe you
Please.
have the same ideas. Okay, Deran, tell me.
The cell hosts thanks to apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, or we could know more of the world. Bad side is the addiction.
Okay, good. Yes, we can learn more about the world, know about the world, but the bad side is addiction. Good job. Anybody else? No? Okay, so I think we can stop here. Okay, Diane, tell me. Okay, good. Yes, it's a big distraction from other things and it's addictive.